Hi guys, I'm Mike.
And I'm Stephen.
And this is Indy Fanatics, your home for IndyCar content with weekly podcasts and feature videos. Welcome back to the channel and to another feature video. Last time out we asked, is IndyCar better than F1? If you haven't heard our thoughts on that yet, go check it out. Don't forget, if there's a driver, team or topic you'd like us to look at in the future, comment below.
But today we return to our Who Is series. It's been a while and we thought we would look at another one of the young rising stars in IndyCar, Colton Herta. It's been a tough season for Andretti as a whole, but Colton has been a shining light so far. So let's take a look at his career to date and find out, who is Colton Herta?
Colton was born on March 30th, 2000 in Santa Clarita, California. He is the son of former IndyCar and Champ Car driver Brian Herta, so there's no surprise that racing was going to be an option for him. It was in his blood after all. Colton took the karting route to racing, starting at the age of 6, though he would not race competitively until 2010. Showing promise in these early steps, he won the SCUSA Pro Tour Tag Cadet, as well as coming third in 2 other SCUSA championships in 2010. The following year he would enter IKF events as well as SCUSA events. He would win multiple races in the IKF, but it is the SCUSA competitions, retaining his Pro Tour championship, but he also won the SoCal Pro Kart Challenge. In 2012, the focus was still on karting, winning the IKF KPV2 title that year, but it was also his first steps into single-seater racing, joining the Skip Barber school that has seen so many names progress through its junior ranks. This set up the next season for Colton, making his full steps towards single-seater racing by competing in the Skip Barber Summer and Winter Series, coming runner-up in the championship in the Summer Series with 5 wins and a total 13 podiums. 2013 also saw him compete in his first Formula Car Championship, winning the Pacific F2000 Series with 10 wins from 10 pole positions and a total of 15 podiums. It's fair to say that Colton was showing talent and ability in the racing world.
He certainly was, and in 2014 he would join the Road to Indy ladder. Competing in the US F2000 Series, powered by Mazda, he would finish 15th, missing the first 2 rounds of the season, with a best result of 5th, which he achieved twice, once at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway and once in Toronto. He finished 10 points behind 14th place and 2020 Xfinity champion Austin Cindric. Another familiar face saw Top Gun's racing RC Enerson finish 2nd in the championship. The following year saw Colton head over to our neck of the woods and compete in the MSA Championship, or what we would know now as British F4. Herta had a very impressive 3rd place finish, securing 4 wins and 12 podiums for Carlin Racing, but would finish 58 points behind teammate and series champion Lando Norris. Think a few people might have heard of him. Staying in Europe for 2015, Colton competed in multiple championships for Carlin that season, running part-time in British F3 and full-time in Euroformula Open and Spanish F3. The full-time series Herta would continue to be competitive, finishing 3rd in Euroformula with 4 wins and a further 2 second-place finishes. And in the Spanish F3 Championship, he would finish 2nd to Leonardo Pulcini, who was also the Euroformula champion. Colton securing 2 wins in the 6-race competition.
But that would be it for Colton's European tour in his junior career, as in 2017 he joined the Indy Lights Championship with Andretti Steinbrenner Racing. In a very competitive year, where wins were shared throughout the field, Herta would have an impressive rookie season again, finishing 3rd in a championship, the highest placed of any rookie that year. He would secure 6 pole positions, but only be able to convert that into 2 race wins, finishing on the podium a further 5 times, and only finishing outside the top 10 3 times in the 16-race season. It would help him to finish just 30 points off series champion and Fernando Alonso's favourite driver, Kyle Kaiser. The following season, he retained his seat with Andretti and had a season-long battle for the title with now teammate Pato O'Ward.
Pato!
Pipe down you, this is Colton's video. Pato had a stronger start to the season, winning 3 of the first 4 races, but then Colton responded by winning 5 races in a row, including that year's Freedom 100, in a nail-biting finish that just saw Colton squeeze ahead of Pato. Herta would not win a single race in the second half of the season, and this is what eventually would cost him the title, as although he secured 6 second-place finishes, Pato was able to secure 6 first-place finishes that allowed him to to pull clear and clinch the title.
Pato would go on to have an IndyCar race with Harding Racing, as well as Colton that season. Though it would be Colton who would stay under Andretti's wing, as he would sign for Harding Steinbrenner Racing, and Pato would join Karting. Herta would have some amazing highs in his rookie year. He would finish 7th with 420 points, ahead of full-time Andretti drivers Ryan Hunter-Reay, Marco Andretti, and Zach Veach. He didn't secure Rookie of the Year, as he finished 5 points behind Chip Ganassi's Felix Rosenfist. But he would secure 2 victories at Kota and Laguna Seca. He became the youngest ever driver to win an IndyCar race at 18 years and 359 days old. He would also be the youngest ever pole sitter in the series at 19 years and 83 days old, when he secured his front row spot at Road America. He may not have been the official Rookie of the Year, but he had a hell of a season. 2020 was a tough year due to COVID, but also a tough year for Andretti on track. Colton would secure his 3rd win at race 2 of Mid-Ohio, 11 races in to the 14-race calendar. But on a personal note, it was another fantastic season for Colton. He ended up finishing 3rd in the championship, which would seem to be his favourite championship standings position to date. But the consistency he showed was fantastic for one so young, and it earned him a seat with the main team at Andretti for the 2021 season.
2021 has been another challenging year for Andretti, but Colton certainly has been the shining light. His 4th career win in the 2nd race of the season at St. Pete was a dominant masterclass where he just controlled the race from start to finish, and even with late attacks from Joseph Newgarden, he was able to hold him off for victory. Unfortunately for Colton, this has been the highlight of the season so far. He's had some scintillating pace in qualifying and come close to pole positions, including for the Indy 500. But a combination of lack of race space and strategy calls that hadn't worked out have left Colton 7th in the championship. Admittedly, that is 59 points clear of the next nearest teammate, Alexander Rossi, who sits in 12th. 6 races still remain in the season, and Herta can still have a strong end to the year and finish higher up in the championship standings. But he would have wanted to push on from last year and mount a serious title challenge. However, age is definitely on his side, so there is no rush for the talented American driver.
But it's not just IndyCar that Colton has been testing his skills in. Due to the shorter calendar, IndyCar drivers are lucky enough to be brought into consideration for seats at major endurance races staged in the United States. In the last 3 years, Colton has competed at the 24 Hours of Daytona, the 12 Hours of Sebring, and the Petit Le Mans in the GT Le Mans class in 2019 and 2020, and GT Daytona class in 2021. At his first attempt, he has secured a class victory and the 24 Hours of Daytona in 2019, which is a great achievement, and it will not be a surprise as the years go by that you will see Herta competing in the prototype classes for overall victories at the event.
But Colton's talents don't just stop on track. Off it, he is a musician as well and plays the drums in the rock band The Zibs. Like most sportsmen, he enjoys active pastimes like running, cycling, golf and surfing. But Colton, like most of the kids from his generation, also enjoys playing video games, and I think that's one of the assets of these next set of drivers coming through. Colton seems very relatable, very down to earth, and seems like just a regular guy off track. On it though, he's the potential to be a huge star, linked with the likes of F1, and even if he never drives a race in that series, it shows how highly he is rated not only in IndyCar, but outside of it. But we hope he stays in IndyCar, because having that talent like Herta only elevates the level of the series, because he may have only 4 career victories to date, but he certainly has the ability to be one of the stars of the series for the next couple of decades.
So that's it for today, guys. We hope you've enjoyed this look into the career of Colton Herta, one of the leading stars for the future of IndyCar. He has shown maturity beyond his years on the racetrack, and when everything falls into place and he and the team can challenge the whole season for a title, he will be one of the hardest guys in the series to beat. IndyCar shows off American talent in single-seaters like no other, and as Ryan Hunter-Reay passes on the torch to the next generation, Alexander Rossi and Joseph Newgarden will be watching their backs as Colton is right there with them.
So if they're new around here and have enjoyed today's video, what can they do, Stephen?
They can like, subscribe and ding that bell.
Ding it! So for now, you Indy fans, keep racing!
Bye.